When you imagine going to university, you imagine typical student halls, suitable with a campus view. However, this is not always the case. 3 students, Janique Audula, Bryony Bowes and Tanya Allen, have each had their own experiences, good and bad, of student accommodation. This is their point of view.
We've had quite a mixed sort of 3 years with our student accommodation. First 3 weeks it's incredible, you've got your own room, you can do whatever you want with it, it's an amazing experience. Second year you move in with people who you think you like, who you think you know. Again, it works or it doesn't. In our case it didn't, and it was possibly the worst year ever. And third year,
boiler second year was possibly the worst experience we've had. They had a normal sized boiler for a, was it 12-bedroom house?
12-bedroom house.
12-bedroom house, and like
3 floors,
massive rooms and stuff as well. And it just choice between being a tiny bit warm or showering.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
And they never did anything about it, which was the worst part. They didn't care.
Also, where our back gate's been kicked in, and we haven't had it replaced at the moment, we can't actually open our door, so all our rubbish and stuff is in the back little garden bit. So like it's really overfilling and it's not very nice.
Yes, they can do a lot more for students.
Yeah, I think sometimes they forget that we are just students, people who like kids who've just moved away from home for the first time.
A bit more like sympathy and understanding, don't they?
Like, you can ring them to sort of be like, oh, we've got a problem with this, we've got a problem with this, and it's sort of like the reply you get, the tone of voice, it's as if sort of like we should know how to fix it ourselves.
Yeah. Like if a shower breaks or something stupid like that. I think it's with money as well. Like, some companies are like, no, we need your money now, but some are like, understand that student loans.
Yeah, they don't.
A bit unreliable.
They don't match the dates that you've set for the rent.
That's just irritating. We'll have your rent on the 1st. Sorry, I won't get paid till the 29th.
Yeah, but for like 3 weeks, and they'll send you an email going, just send us your rent when like
every day until you.
We haven't got loans in. We don't care. Where's our rent? But yeah, it's sort of like they don't really give you a lot of information. It's like if things do go wrong.
When you're viewing houses and signing contracts, they're very much like, yes, this is a nice house, you should live here. Didn't the microwave break or something as well?
Yeah.
And they're just like, yeah.
That was second year. Third year, again, they are a lot more understanding, these landlords.
Thing is they're more understanding, but obviously we've matured as well since last year. So we kind of know how to deal with things.
Can protect themselves more in regards to student accommodation.
Research.
Yeah, research. It sounds stupid saying it, and at the time you don't even think about doing it.
Not even researching your landlords, the actual house,
the area,
everything.
Like, no matter where you go to university, no matter where you're going to live, there's always going to be a bad area, be it Middlesbrough, Newcastle, even London. There's always going to be a bad area.
But it's particularly bad streets.
Yeah. Just things you don't really
want to
walk.
If you live on a street with other students, it always tends to be better as well. Because then there's less locals.
Yeah.
Less families and stuff.
You need to read your contracts through.
To get someone else to read your contract through as well. Someone who kind of knows what they're doing.
We were really lucky second year, even though obviously it didn't work out when we lived there. When signing up to the house, one of our people we lived with is a lawyer, so he looked through the contract. There was things changed. Well, I seem to forget that our rent we managed to get down by it was like almost £15 a week less than they were wanting. So like even silly things like that is you can sort of haggle your rent a little bit, because in the long run they're going to want to get rid of the house.
If it's later on in the term as well, like if it's a few days before starting or something, that
they'll basically just throw you it. But no,
ask people who already live in the house what the house is like, because we were warned second year when we were viewing the house. Some guy went, "Don't live here," and we were just like, "No." They were like, "No, we should not live here."
Ask other people you know who they are with, if they've had any problems with them.
But that's more than one person.
Yeah.
Because the landlords we have now, someone said that they were terrible and they're not.
Yeah. But then it all depends on the experience you get with the house. Again, it's not even landlords of the house or whatever.
It's everything.
Everything, the people you live with.
Yeah, make sure you know the people well enough to know if they're going to be good housemates. Because just because they make a good friend doesn't mean be a good housemate.
But it's not like you can have this really nice house, the landlords can be lovely, but it can be a horrible experience for the people you live with. Or you've got an amazing house and amazing housemates, but it's a horrible experience because your landlords are the worst people in the world. All they want is your money.
Don't be afraid to not live with your friends either. Because I preferred to live by myself the second year.
Like if you're in doubt, if you got a doubt in your mind that it's not a good idea, then it's not a good idea.
No, unless you've researched it properly.
Like, third year house that we're currently in now is probably the best decision we ever made.
Yeah.
We've only maybe had a couple of problems, and it's something stupid like the tiles have fallen off in the shower.
My roof leaks.
But everything gets sorted. Everyone in the house is lovely enough.
Everyone gets on. See, even if we had like a really lovely house, if the people weren't nice and the landlords weren't nice, then you've got to get the whole package.
Yeah.